Amitava Nag, thank you so much for joining us on this program. And I was just actually flipping through your book, not the one about race heroes and heroines, but about Beyond Apu and the 20 favorite film roles of Soumitra Chatterjee. And I don't know if I want to start with this question about the interview you did with him, in which you asked him, what does death mean? Can you tell us what he said in response to you?
The point is that I'm too full now, but we had discussed dates multiple times with him, and he said different things at different times as such. But in very intimate moments, he actually feared that his family depended to an extent on him, both psychologically and otherwise. And also he feared that he doesn't want to live in a situation in the last few days of his life when he would be dependent on others for every need. And what he mentioned multiple times to me was the fact that since he was at his age, he said that I get to hear death news of friends almost every month, once or twice. So it was like I have been staying on for a really long time. So I think he was not someone who was the brooding type, but yes, we had certain moments when he felt that he feared what would happen if he was not there on the last days of his life.
What did he say about his favorite role ever? I know you have listed 20, but do you recall what he might have called his favorite role today?
He acted in more than 300 films, and when I asked, like, if you have one favorite or two favorites, he always said that it is very difficult to find out one or two because I have worked in so many, and so many of them are so good to me. Good for me, but I think some of the roles he cherished more than others. That's what I felt, like say Apu, because probably it was his first film, and it was a very iconic role as well. And also like in Koni, a Bengali film called Koni, where he played the role of a swimming teacher. He liked that, and because it spoke about a person who is a tutor, a coach, and who could inspire people. And lines from that film had come into advertisements, had come during these last 40 days as well. Over the social media, lines from that film had come multiple times. It was an inspirational film, and when he had cancer 12 years back, or 13 years back, he told me, and I think told to media at large, that there are a few lines which had inspired him to ride through that situation. And also I remember, like he said, because of something similar sentiment which he had for a film called Wheelchair by Tapan Sinha. There he was playing the role of a wheelchair-bound doctor. So he got inspiration from these roles where it was about people who were probably somewhat downtrodden or having some physical disabilities, and trying to get rid of that inability with the mental strength. So I think
that's right.
That, and also Feluda, I think, is
I remember the line from Koni. I remember the line from Koni that you are probably talking about, and it was "Fight, Koni, fight," and that is a fight that he has lost today, it would seem. But what a valiant fight he put off. I was in touch with you all of those days, and the whole the fight that he put up, coming back from COVID. He was COVID negative 14 days after he tested positive, but there were so many complications that happened afterwards. There is one other aspect of Mr. Soumitra Chatterjee that at least I discovered very late in life, and that is his painting, which was outstanding. I have seen the set of his paintings that went on exhibition some 7 years ago. Have you ever spoken to him about that?
Yes, because see, it's very difficult to talk about Soumitra Chatterjee because he is into so many things. But when I have frequented him so often for till the COVID situation started, and what I can say one or two things about him, if he can sieve down all his achievements and accomplishments, is one that he was so childlike till his last, and he was not taking things for granted, and he used to get surprised. So it happened that in on many Sunday mornings, when I visited him, he would show me the paintings which he had done, and he would be very childlike in telling me how he sort of discovered new techniques on his own and how they have given him their outputs in the terms of, like, when he first used acrylic, he said that, see, I used watercolor before and the opacity of the white color was not there, but now you see it has come the way it is. So he was very childlike in that sense, and I found that is one of the most important factors which make any artist, for that matter, go on for a longer period of time, that you have the sense of surprise.
Thank you.
The sense of
Thank you.
uh, yeah.
Absolutely.